Have you ever wondered what drives the machinery of a socialist revolution? What role does a Vanguard Party play in such a transformative event? Today, we're diving into the heart of these questions with Vladimir Lenin's seminal work, What is to be Done? Published in the early 20th century, this political pamphlet deeply influenced the course of socialist theory and the Russian Revolution. At its core, What is to be Done is Lenin's blueprint for a successful socialist revolution, underpinned by a Vanguard Party's discipline, centralization, and ideological clarity. This work stirred up a whirlwind of debate within the Russian socialist movement and beyond, with some critics labeling Lenin's proposed organization model authoritarian and elitist. Yet its impact resonated far and wide, shaping revolutionary movements worldwide and sparking ongoing scholarly and activist discussions about socialist theory and practice. So are you ready? Let's delve deeper into the heart of this revolutionary work and unravel its core principles. So, what is this Vanguard Party Lenin speaks of, and why does he believe it is so crucial to the socialist revolution? Lenin's idea of a Vanguard Party is not just any political group. It's a band of professional revolutionaries, individuals who have dedicated their lives to the cause of socialist revolution. They're not just weekend warriors or part-time activists, they're committed full-time to the fight against capitalism and the struggle for socialism. But why is such a party necessary? Lenin argues that the working class, left to its own devices, will only develop a trade union consciousness, focusing on improving wages and working conditions within the capitalist system. He believed that this consciousness was insufficient for achieving the ultimate goal of the socialist revolution. The working class needs to develop a socialist consciousness, an understanding of the exploitative nature of capitalism and the need for its overthrow. This is where the Vanguard Party steps in. Composed of professional revolutionaries highly educated in Marxist theory and skilled in organization and agitation, the Vanguard Party's role is to infiltrate the working class and spread this socialist consciousness among the workers. They are the catalysts of the revolution, the sparks that ignite the flame of revolutionary fervor. These revolutionaries are not just educators, but leaders, guiding the working class towards the path of revolution. They're the ones who help the workers see beyond the immediate concerns of their daily lives and understand the bigger picture of capitalist exploitation. They're the ones who help the workers realize that it's not just about fighting for better wages or shorter working hours, but about fighting for a completely new system where workers are not exploited, but are instead in control. It's a tall order, a monumental task that requires discipline, dedication, and a clear ideological framework. It's not for the faint of heart, but for those who are ready to commit their lives to the cause of revolution. It's a role that Lenin believed was crucial to the success of the socialist revolution. The Vanguard Party, according to Lenin, serves as the catalyst that propels the working class from trade union consciousness to socialist consciousness. But what is the difference between trade union consciousness and socialist consciousness, and why does Lenin argue that one is insufficient for a revolution? Trade union consciousness can be defined as an awareness among workers that their interests are best served by improving wages and working conditions within the capitalist system. It's about advocating for better treatment under the existing order, not necessarily challenging the order itself. Workers with trade union consciousness may rally for higher pay, safer workplaces, or shorter working hours, but their efforts are typically focused on reform, not revolution. On the other hand, socialist consciousness goes a step further. It's an understanding of the exploitative nature of capitalism and the need for its overthrow. Workers with a socialist consciousness realize that their exploitation is not an aberration but a feature of capitalism. They see the system itself as the problem and believe that it must be replaced with a socialist one, where workers control the means of production. Lenin argued that the working class, left to its own devices, would only develop trade union consciousness. He believed that workers, focused on their immediate needs and struggles, would not spontaneously come to understand the broader systemic issues at play. Thus, they would fight for better conditions under capitalism, but not for the abolition of capitalism itself. That's where the Vanguard Party comes in. Lenin proposed that this group of professional revolutionaries would work to elevate the consciousness of the working class from trade union to socialist. They would do this through education, agitation, and by leading by example in their revolutionary activity. So why did Lenin argue that trade union consciousness is insufficient for a revolution? Simply put, He believed that it was only through the development of socialist consciousness that the working class could become a truly revolutionary force. Trade union consciousness might lead to improvements within the capitalist system, but only socialist consciousness could lead to its overthrow. Moving from trade union to socialist consciousness, according to Lenin, is a fundamental step towards the overthrow of capitalism. Lenin also advocates for democratic centralism within the party. But what does this mean, and why is it important? Let's dive into this fascinating concept. At its core, democratic centralism is a principle of organization that is used in Leninist political parties. It is a system of political organization developed by Lenin, embodying a twofold idea: democracy in discussion, centralism in action. Under this system, decisions are made democratically, but once they are decided, they are carried out in a centralized manner. To put it simply, democratic centralism is the yin and yang of decision-making within a revolutionary party. On one side of the coin, you have democracy, an open, inclusive process where members freely discuss, debate, and vote on policy decisions. This aspect ensures that everyone's voice is heard, and the diversity of opinions and perspectives within the party is respected. But once a decision is made, the coin flips to centralism. Here, all members are expected to uphold and carry out the decision, regardless of their personal views. This is not about stifling dissent or suppressing individuality. Rather, it's about maintaining unity and discipline within the party, which are vital for a revolutionary movement to succeed. So why is democratic centralism significant? Well, Lenin believed that a successful revolutionary movement requires a high degree of organization and discipline. Without these, the movement risks falling into disarray, becoming ineffective, or worse, being crushed by its adversaries. Democratic centralism offers a solution to this problem. It allows for a diversity of views to be heard and considered, but also ensures that once a course of action is decided, the party acts as one. This unity of action, Lenin argues, is crucial for the party to effectively coordinate its activities, respond to changing circumstances, and ultimately achieve its revolutionary goals. In essence, democratic centralism serves as the organizational glue that holds the party together, ensuring it remains a cohesive, disciplined, and effective force capable of leading the working class towards the socialist revolution. Democratic centralism, as Lenin sees it, is the backbone of an effective revolutionary party. Lenin's ideas in What Is to Be Done sparked significant debate. What controversies arose from it, and what impact did it have on the socialist movement? The publication of What Is to Be Done could be likened to dropping a stone in a still pond. It sent ripples across the socialist landscape in Russia and beyond. The pamphlet was a lightning rod for controversy. It split the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party into two factions: the Bolsheviks, who followed Lenin's lead, and the Mensheviks, who rejected the idea of a Vanguard Party. The Mensheviks were uncomfortable with the concept of a Vanguard Party of professional revolutionaries. They felt it was elitist and authoritarian, and that it could potentially lead to a dictatorship. The Mensheviks believed in a broad-based democratic socialist movement, where decisions were made collectively and not by a centralized authority. Despite the controversy and division it caused, What Is to Be Done had a profound impact on the socialist movement. It shaped the formation of the Bolshevik Party, which later played a pivotal role in the Russian Revolution of 1917. Lenin's ideas about the Vanguard Party and the need for socialist consciousness, rather than just trade union consciousness, were instrumental in steering the direction of the revolution. Furthermore, the influence of What Is to Be Done extended beyond the borders of Russia. It became a key text for revolutionary movements around the world. Lenin's ideas about organization, discipline, and ideology continue to be studied and debated by scholars and activists interested in socialist theory and practice. The controversy surrounding What Is to Be Done also sparked a broader debate about the nature of socialism and the strategy for achieving a socialist revolution. This debate continues to this day, shaping the discourse around socialism and the struggle for a more equitable world. Whether you agree or disagree with Lenin's ideas, there's no denying the significant impact What Is to Be Done has had on the history of socialist theory. So we've journeyed through the key concepts of What Is to Be Done. But what can we take away from this revolutionary work? In Lenin's vision, the Vanguard Party, composed of professional revolutionaries, plays a crucial role in leading the working class away from mere trade union consciousness to a more profound socialist consciousness. He argues for the necessity of democratic centralism, a principle that combines internal party democracy with unified action. His ideas have left an indelible mark on socialist theory and practice. They have sparked heated debates and led to the splitting of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party into two factions, the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. Yet, despite the controversy, What Is to Be Done remains a seminal work that continues to be studied and discussed. Its relevance endures, as it raises fundamental questions about the nature of revolutionary movements and the path to a socialist revolution. Lenin's What Is to Be Done continues to spark debates and inspire discussions about the path to a socialist revolution.